Welcome to today's battle report between the Space Wolves and the Death Guard. Who will win? Find out now.
Hey guys, welcome to today's 1000 points incursion battle report between the new Death Guard and the new-ish Space Wolves. Before we get into the armies, we're doing a giveaway in last week's video. We said comment your favourite Chaos God. Somebody commented Zinch, his name was Patrick98. I thought, well, we randomly picked, but that's what it ended up with. So we will reach out to you in the comments, check your comments on the last video. I'll send you the link on how to contact me and send me your address and we'll get this shipped out to you. We also have another box to give away. So we're going to do the same thing this week. In honor of the Death Guard. If you would like to win the second box of Cultist, all you have to do is like, be a subscriber and comment. What should we make them do this time? I tell you what, name us your favourite Chaos Warlord character, like an Abaddon or a, name us your favourite Warlord or Primer. Khan? Okay, Khan. Yeah, okay. So name that, guys, in a comment and we will pick a winner next week. Okay, on to my army. Today I've brought 1000 points of Death Guard. It is a patrol detachment. See, I'm choking up. It's the Nurgles getting in me already. It's 1000 points of Death Guard. I am running them as Mortarion's Anvil today. The reason I'm doing this is it gives me access to a relic, which lets me, it is called Warp Insect Hive. It lets me pick a model and they get to reroll all their hits and wounds. So the Demon Prince kind of lost his rerolls in the update, so I'm going to put it on him, reroll all his hits, all his wounds. Should be pretty nasty. Then for his Warlord trait, I have given him, oh by the way, he is my Warlord, I have given him Hulking Physique, which is going to give him +1 to his wounds characteristic, and he can only be wounded on a 4, 5, or 6. So it's basically a continuous transhuman physiology, which is pretty nasty. Tasty. It's good, isn't it? Then, this guy is technically my elite. What else forget his name? My Foul Blight Spawn. Yes, that's the one. My Foul Blight Spawn. He's technically elite, but I'm gonna give you his Warlord trait now. I've paid the CP, and I'm giving him his own Warlord trait, Revoltingly Resilient. So he ignores damage on a 5 and 6, like the old Disgustingly Resilient rules. That does it for my Warlord trait. So we've got the rest of the army. I have 3 slots in my troops detachment. That is a squad of 6 Plague Marines. The champion has a Power Fist and a Plasma Gun. There's also another man with a Plasma Gun in there. He's not a man, he's a Plague Marine. It's a man wearing Plague Marine armor. He smells bad. Then onto my second squad, I have 7, the blessed number of Plague Marines. The champion has a Power Fist and the sword. And then there's a Blight Launcher in there, and there is a Plasma Gun. So hopefully, with all the new rules, with how Disgustingly Resilient is now, and with some of the new stratagems, they should be pretty nasty. Then I have 12 Poxwalkers, just what I had left with points. I think they're going to be pretty good after the update. They ignore damage on a 6 now. So there's a couple of stratagems to bring them back to life. So I'm hoping that comes into play. Then, onto my elites, I have 5 Blightlord Terminators. They all have Bubonic Axes. 4 of them have Bubonic Axes. The guy at the back has the Flail of Corruption. And then I have a Melter combi in one, a Flamer combi, a Plasma combi, and then just a normal Bolter, combi Bolter. And then on to my fast attack, I have a Foetid Bloat Drone with the Plague Spewers. Has the fly keyword, pretty nasty unit all round. I think the ballistics and weapon skill have gone up in the update. So all kind of demonic vehicles are now hitting on 3s, which is quite nice. So yeah, hopefully this does good. Let's find out what my opponent has brought with the Vilka Fenrica.
So today I brought 1000 points of Space Wolves. Kicking this off, there's a patrol detachment as well. No one forget to say that. But kicking this off, the Warlord is a Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf. He's got his Warlord trait, Warrior Born and Saga of the Wolfkin. Yeah.
Should be pretty nasty. Yeah.
And he's got his relic of Frost Claws. Spent the CP on one of them, I believe.
So you upgraded his Lightning Claws to Frost Claws?
Yeah. Then onto my second HQ, I got a Rune Priest. I spent the CP to give him a trait and a relic, which are Resolve the Bear and Armor of Russ. So that
should make him very hard to kill.
Yeah.
What is Psychic Powers?
Psychic Fortress and Warrior.
Might the Heroes. Might the Heroes and Psychic Fortress, yeah. Close. Yeah, we're getting there.
And onto my troops, I got 2 squads of 5 blood claws, all with a static chainsword and bow pistols. One man, no, not a 1-man band, a 5-man squad of intercessors. Sergeant has a power fist, and they've all got bolt rifles. And onto the elites is a Redemptor Dread with the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, the underslung Gatling cannon, Icarus rocket pods, and
Stormbolters, is it?
Yeah, Stormbolters. Yeah. Onto the fast attack then, which I just, ever since you let me use them, I just want to kill with them. There's 3 Thunderbolts. The Sergeant has the same as everyone.
Yeah, they've all got the same.
3 Thunderhammer Storm Shields.
They should do some serious work.
I hope they do some damage.
They're nasty.
And then onto the transport is a Rhino with a Stormbolter.
That's it?
That's it.
Any standouts in your army, apart from the Thunderwolves, that you think are gonna
increase talk for you?
Yeah, I think the psychic powers guys we're going to see now are going to come into play. I also forgot to tell you that my psychic power, the one I know on the Demon Prince, is Miasma of Pestilence. I only get 1 Demon Prince, but yeah, I think both armies are quite evenly matched. This should be a really interesting game. New Space Marines versus new Chaos Space Marines. Really, this is the closest we're going to get at the moment until a new codex comes out. So we will be right back. We will show you the map setup. We will roll off to see who's attacker and defender, and we will get this bloodbath underway. Be right back. Okay guys, so today we are playing Center Ground from the core rulebook. Let's show you the board and the objective markers. We'll show you the terrain traits, and then we'll go on to deployment. So we have 1 objective marker here, 1 objective marker there, 1 just over to the side, and 1 over at the side of that building there. Now the terrain traits, even, everything on the board is ruined. So we've got ruins over here, ruins in the center, ruins there, ruined little cathedral there. Then we've got ruined walls, pipes, follow the pipes rules. We have craters, which are difficult terrain and light cover. And then this large building here, and this one here, we have called obscuring. So it gives us a bit of line of sight blocking during our deployment. One quick thing to mention as well, Lloyd's Warlord on Thunderwolf is a chapter master. Forgot to mention that when we were doing the rosters. For our secondaries, I have taken Spread the Sickness. It's a new one from the Death Guard codex. And I've taken Engage in All Fronts. It's a little bit boring, but on a game map this size, it's kind of the only way it really scores some good points. Lloyd has also gone with Engage in All Fronts. And you've taken Heroic Challenge, I believe?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so Lloyd's Warlord will throw out a Heroic Challenge across the board, across the battlefield. And one of the Death Guard will have to accept. I will accept with my Demon Prince, I think. So if Lloyd kills him at all, it's 5 points. If he kills him in melee, it's 10 points. And if he kills him in melee with his Warlord, it's 15 points. Now with the Frost Claws on the Thunderwolf, on the Wolf Lord, it's a really possibility. So we have deployed. On this side of the board, I've gone with my Plague Marines. Just kind of down the board there, out in the open. I think Disgusting and Resilient will keep them safe. Also, the Death Guard do ignore any modifiers with infantry to difficult terrain. So that crater shouldn't cause me any harm. Poxwalkers are hiding in the building with the Demon Prince just behind them. Oh, just behind the Plague Marines as well is the Foul Blight Spawn. Then over to this side of the board, I have the Photic Bloat Drone with the squad of 7 Plague Marines there behind them. And then I paid a CP to put the Blight Lord Terminators into Deep Strike. For Lloyd, the Wolves, we've got the Thunder Wolves in the centre of the board there, with the Wolf Lord behind them. We have the Rhino parked up behind, which has the 2 5-man squads of Blood Claws. Then in the building there, we have the Intercessors with the Pack Leader and his Power Fist. And then round the corner, staring down the traitors, we have the mighty Redemptor Dreadnought. We're going to roll off now to see who goes first. New FAQ means whoever rolls highest has to go first, which I kind of like. So it will be round 1 for the Space Wolves. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back with round 1, straight into the Space Wolves command phase. Lloyd goes up to 7 CP, and he's going to spend one immediately on...
With the enchant and the Redemptor.
Okay, and is he going to reroll wounds or hits?
Wounds.
Okay, so anyone within 6 of him, guys, any core, will get to reroll wounds of 1. which is pretty nice against the Death Guard because they are toughness 5. Okay, and then for your Chapter Master, who are you giving the reroll hits to?
I'll pop that on the Thunderbolts.
Okay, just in case the Thunderbolts get into the face of the Death Guard. It's going to be a long charge, but they do get to advance and charge. That's it for the command phase. So we will be right back after the Space Wolves turn 1 movement phase. Okay, so at the end of the movement phase, there was a stratagem spent. Lloyd threw an advance on the Thunderwolves. He rolled, I think, like a 2, wasn't it?
A 2, yeah.
He spent a CP and he rolled a massive 6, which, doing some measuring, if they ignore the difficult terrain, which they can using some cheeky stratagems called Keen Senses, Lloyd will leave a 7-inch to get in turn 1. So he is kind of regretting not putting them into the Assault Doctrine with Bestial Nature. But that happened. So do you want to talk me through what happened with the Rhino?
The Rhino advanced from Europe.
Okay.
On the objective.
The Wolf Lord?
The Wolf Lord advanced.
Yeah.
Big 15 as well.
Yeah, another big roll.
The Rune Priest advanced from inside you.
Yeah.
So he's...
Guess within 18 inches to cast his spells to pretty much everything on the board.
Yeah. The Intercessor has moved out to see what he can see.
Fantastic.
And Redemptor has gone for a jolly.
Okay, and he hit some difficult terrain, so he moved 6 in the end, wasn't it?
6,
Yes,
yeah.
-2. Okay, that's the end of the movement phase. Do you want to go straight into the psychic phase? Did we say who you put the reroll hits on? We did, didn't we? The Thunderbolts. Okay. Do you want to go straight into the psychic phase?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to start with?
I'll go Might of Heroes.
Okay, so there's 2 dice.
Thunderbolts.
Okay, oh
Just
gosh. No.
+1 strength, toughness, and 1 more attack each.
Which he get. I'm going to check if I'm within. I'm not within 18 inches, definitely tonight. Okay, so that goes off. So they have +1 strength, +1 attack, +1 toughness, which is pretty deadly. And then your second power.
Psychic Fortress.
Psychic Fortress?
Storm Shield, isn't it?
Psychic Fortress will affect everything in your army, though, currently. So your Dreadnoughts. Yeah, there's not really much within range of him. So you could go for a smite if you wanted to. If anything's in range, we'd have to check.
Yeah. We'll have a check.
Okay, we'll have a check. We'll see if he can smite something. If not, he's going to pop Psychic Fortress. Yeah, so just checking. Nothing's in range for a smite. So he's going to go with Psychic Fortress, which is probably a smart idea. So 2 dice, looking for a 6, I believe, is it?
Yep. That's off.
Goes off on a 6. Oh, God. I am at a range to deny it. So, the end of the Psychic phase. There is a Psychic Fortress, 6-inch bubble around the Rune Priest, and Might of Heroes on the Thunderwolf Cavalry. Could be a nasty turn. We will be right back with the Space Wolves shooting phase, turn 1. Okay, so we're into the Space Wolves shooting phase, turn 1. One quick thing we want to do before Lloyd grabs the dice is he is popping a stratagem.
Keen Senses, which cost him 1 CP on the Thunderbolts, so that'll ignore the dangerous terrain.
So it ignores all modifiers, the hits, I think movement. When you charge, basically, guys, he doesn't really have any guns, so he's not going to get any advantage to any negatives there. Oh, yeah. But when it charges over difficult terrain, that's a modifier, it'll ignore that, which means it's not really wasted, because for 1 CP, he now only needs a 7-inch charge, whereas he would have needed a 9, and that's probably going to be the difference between getting them in. Do you want to pick some targets?
Yeah, I'll pop the Redemptor into these.
Everything's going at the Plague Marines, isn't it?
Everything.
Okay, let's grab a lot of dice. Okay, so the Redemptor Dreadnought putting everything into the Plague Marines. So we're starting with the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. We're looking for 3s. Okay. And then this is Strength 6 versus Toughness 5. So you are looking for 3s, but you are rerolling the 1s. Okay, no 1s in there. Everything. Oh, okay, so these are AP -2 because we're in the Devastator Doctrine. Okay, so I'm looking for AP -2, so I'm looking for 8 5-ups. Oh my lord. Yeah, it's -2 because you're in the Devastator Doctrine. So I make 2. I fail. Oh, sorry, I make 3. I fail 5. These are 1 damage each, right? Okay, well that's 2 dead Plague Marines, and that takes 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Shall we go straight on to the onslaught?
Yep.
8 shots, looking for 3s. Okay, and then these are Strength 5 versus Toughness 5, so we're looking for 4s with these.
Rerolling 1s as well.
Rerolling the 1s. Okay, reroll the 1-1 there for 5-ups. I fell 1, so that kills off the 1 wounded Plague Marine. So after just those shots, that is 3 dead Plague Marines. Let's remove them, and then let's get the Icarus Rocket Pod and the Storm Bolters that are left to fire. So the barrage continues onto the Icarus Rocket Pod. D3 attacks. It's going to be 1. And then this is looking for 3. Okay, that's a hit, and this is strength 7, looking for 3 again. That's a wound. This is AP -2 because of the Devastator Doctrine. So again, I am looking for 5 up, which I failed. Okay, so with Disgustingly Resilient, guys, that is now down to 1. So that takes a Plague Marine down to 1 wound remaining. We will pop it on the guy with the bolter. Now we've got Storm Bolters. 4 shots from the Storm Bolters. Okay, so you drop 1, and then these are Strength 4 versus Toughness 5, looking for 5s.
1.
Okay, that's 1. No AP on this, so just 3 up, which I fail. It kills off the Plague Marine that's wounded. That was a nasty turn from the Redemptor, killing, what was that, 3 Plague Marines? 4 Plague Marines already. And that was just a Redemptor. Okay, so after checking some line of sight, 4 of the Intercessors have line of sight on the remaining Plague Marines. So we got 4 shots. These are looking for 3s. Okay, it's a really good roll again. And then these are Strength 4 versus Toughness 5, so looking for 5s. Your rolling is absolutely insane. These are AP -1, so I'm looking for 3 4-ups, which I actually make that time. Jeez, I was due that after that terrible rolling. Okay, you're not going to be in range to throw a grenade. You advanced with the Rhino. I think that's it for your firing.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Which, thank God. We're going to go straight into a charge phase. So I feel like there's going to be a charge declared over here. Who are you declaring? Is it just the Plague Marines, or are you declaring the Foul Blight Spawn as well?
Just the Plague Marines.
Just the Plague Marines. So you will not be able to come with an engagement range of Foul Blight Spawn. Okay, so we know it is a 7, thanks to Keen Senses. I'm going to grab some dice, because I may as well fire Overwatch at this point. Just grab some dice and let's see if I can plink off some wounds on the walls before they ultimately charge straight into my face. Okay, so I'm spending 1 CP, taking me down to 5. I'm going to see if I can plink some wounds off the Thunderwolves before they charge into the face of the Plague Marines. So we're going to start with the Plasma Gun. I am going to overcharge this. I'm looking for 6s. Nothing there. And then there's 8 shots from the Bolt Gun. Again, looking for 6s. I actually get 1. Okay, and this is Strength 4 versus Toughness 6 now, right? Because of my heroes. So still looking for 5. It's a wound. There is no AP on that, so you're just going to give me a 2 up. Which you make. And now the Blight Launcher, 2 shots, again looking for 6s, nothing there. Okay, so now Lloyd is going to attempt the charge, so he needs a 7, which he makes on an 8. Okay, so after the pile-in from the Thunderwolves, I have heroically intervened with the Foul Blight Spawn. So, on to the fight phase of the Space Wolves, turn 1. Now, thanks to the ability Putrefying Stink of the Foul Blight Spawn, it stops a unit within 3 of him fighting until everything else in my army has fought. So, it's going to stop the Thunderbolts fighting. So, I will get to go first. I will be popping. Oh my God, popping. I will be popping a stratagem, Eternal Hatred, which will add 1 to my wound rolls as well, and I will be popping that on the Plague Marines. So, as they can't fight until everything else has, let's start with the Plague Marines. Okay, so we have 10 attacks from the Plague Knives going into the Thunderbolts. These are looking for 3s. Okay, drop a couple there. Okay, so these are Strength 4. With the Contagions of Nurgle, Lloyd goes from Toughness 5 down to Toughness 4, but he goes back up because of Might of Heroes. So these are Strength 4 versus Toughness 5. That would normally be wounding on a 3. But because of Eternal Hatred, I get +1 to my wound. Sorry, that would normally be wounding on a 5. Because of Eternal Hatred, I get +1. So these are now looking for 4s, and they are Plague Weapons, so I get to re-roll the 1s. All that, and there wasn't a 1 in there. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -1. So you're looking for 5 3-ups there, please. So you failed 2 there. That's 2 damage. So one of the Thunderwolves will take 2 damage, unless you want to re-roll only 1.
Re-roll 1.
Okay. Okay, so you take 1 damage after that, taking you down to 2 CP. Now I'm going to go on to the champion. He's a Power Fist. 3 attacks, looking for 4s. Absolutely nothing there. Well, that was good. Okay, so on to the Foul Blight Spawn. He's just got 4 attacks. These are hitting on 3s. Okay, and then these are Strength 4 with all the modifiers versus Toughness 5. So I am looking for 5s. That is nothing. So that ends the fight phase for the Death Guard. Now, here comes the counter-strike from the Thunderwolves. Okay, so on to the hit back from the Thunderwolves. Lloyd is popping a stratagem. What's it called?
Savage Strike.
Okay, which should give him +1 to his wound roll, as if he needed it. Okay, so we're going to start with the Thunder Hammers. These are looking for 3s, re-rolling the hits thanks to Chapter Master ability. Okay, re-rolling any misses there. Okay, and then these are Strength 8 versus Toughness 5. So you're normally looking for 3s, but thanks to the stratagem there, you are now looking for 2s.
Rerolling 1s.
No re-rolling 1s.
This one.
Nice try though. Okay, how many have you got there?
6.
Oh, God.
9, 10.
So I'm looking for 10 5-ups. I make 1. They're dead. So with that disgustingly resilient, it takes the damage down to 2. They have 2 wounds each. That is a whole dead squad of Plague Marines. Okay, I think that ends the fight phase. So we will remove the casualties. We will do some scoring. And then we will be right back. Okay, so at the end of the Space Wolves Brutal Turn 1, I've got some morale to give you on the Plague Marines over here. So I lost 4. Plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am fine. Okay, so we are back with the Death Guard Turn 1 command phase. I've got up to 4 CP. For the scoring, fortunately with the Redemptor Dreadnought there, he is straddling the line, which is stopping Lloyd from being in 3 table quarters. So he doesn't score anything there for engage. And the primaries aren't scored till turn 2. So I go up to 4 CP. I'm not doing anything in my command phase, I don't think. So we'll be right back after the Death Guard movement phase, turn 1. Okay, so at the end of the movement phase for the Death Guard, the Demon Prince has moved up over the building there, just to be within range of getting the charge off on the Thunderbolts. The Poxwalkers advanced, so they're within 3 inches of the objective. The remaining 3 Plague Marines advanced up there. The Bloat Drone just moved up as normal. So at the end of my movement phase, I am going to spread the sickness with the Poxwalkers. Now they can't actually perform any actions in the new codex apart from spread the sickness. So they are going to start to spread sickness. At the end of my turn then, I will either roll a d6 and on a 4+, I will have contaminated that objective, or I can take d3 mortal wounds. It's probably going to be the wounds I take, but we'll check when we come to it. So we're going to go straight into the psychic phase. I get to cast 1 psychic power with the Demon Prince. Now, I don't know if the Miasma or Pestilence to make myself harder to hit, or if to try and go with a Smite and take out a Thunderwolf. He can only be wounded on a 4, 5, or 6 with Hulking Physique. Oh, I don't know. I tell you what, I'm gonna go for Miasma Pestilence, I think. Yeah. Okay, so looking... that goes off on a 4, 5, 6, 7. Would you like to try and deny? It is denied with an 11. So, that ends my psychic phase. We will be right back with the Death Guard shooting phase, turn 1. Okay, on to the Death Guard shooting phase, turn 1. Hoping for big things here. So we're going to start with the Plague Spewers going from the Foated Bloat Drone into the Redemptor Dread. So these are 2d6 and they are auto-hitting. So that is 5. I don't know if to CP any of those. I will CP this one here, yes. Every single time I've CP re-rolled, it has gone to the same number or worse. So it's still 5, and that takes me down to 2 CP. So this is 5 auto-hitting shots. Now, these are Strength 6 versus Toughness 7. So I'm looking for 5s. That's a better roll. So I don't get to re-roll any 1s, unfortunately, because there's none there. That is 2 there, sir, at AP minus 1. So 4 ups, please. What you make? Oh, good lord. Okay, it's not the best shooting phase. Then I've got the Blight Launcher from the advanced, from the Plague Marines who advanced. 2 shots. These are looking for 4s now because I advanced. I got 2 hits. Okay, I'm sorry guys, that one's just off camera. Strength 6 versus Toughness 7 because unfortunately he's out of contagion range. So I am looking for 5s. I get 1 there. This is AP minus 2. So can you give me 1 5-up, please? Did you fail? Okay. Well, I mean, it chips away at him. It does 2 damage. But with Duty Eternal, it only does 1 damage. As if Dreadnoughts weren't tough enough as it is. I think that might that might end my shooting phase. I'm just going to check on a stratagem on the Foul Blight Spawn. Okay, I'm going to spend a 1 CP on a stratagem, the Blightning, which is going to give this model here, his Blight Grenades, the profile of Pistol 6. They are going to be auto-hitting because he's already in close combat. Cost me 1 CP. So this is auto-hitting shots here, and then these are Strength 4 versus toughness 5, goes up to toughness 6 with Mighty Heroes, but goes back down to toughness 5. So, we are looking for 5. It is a plague weapon, so I do get to reroll the 1. I drop 1. There's no AP on these, unfortunately. So this is a 5 2-up to me, please. On the Thunderwolves. Okay, so you fail 1. So that 1 CP plinks off 1 more wound, taking 1 down to 2. That ends my shooting phase, unfortunately. So we will be right back with the Death Guard charge phase, turn 1. Okay, straight on to the Death Guard charge phase. So there's no CP left for Lloyd, so we cannot fire Overwatch. So we're going to declare the Photic Blow Drone into the Redemptor. Getting a 9, so he is in there. And then we're going to declare Demon Prince into the back of the Thunderbolts. I don't really need a big charge, but I'm just going to roll it out. Maybe I can fly over the top of them. 12, great, yeah. Okay, so we will pile them in, and then we'll be right back with the Death Guard fight phase. Turn 1. Okay, we are on to the fight phase for the Death Guard. We're going to start with the Demon Prince. Everything's going into the Thunderbolts. So we're going to start off with his Malefic Talon first, looking for a 2. That hits. And then it's Strength 7. This is Toughness 5 with all the modifiers. So we are looking for a 3. That wounds. This is AP -1, so can you give me a 3-up, please? Okay, that's flat 2 damage. That kills a wolf, as you have no CP. Then we have his Hellforged Sword attacks. So again, we are looking for 2s. Okay. And then we are looking for, this is Strength 8 versus Toughness 5. Looking for 3s, re-rolling everything. Okay, so re-rolling this. So that's all of them. This is 6 at AP -3, so it's your 4 and vulnerable. So can you give me 6 4-ups, please?
Failed 2.
Wow, Thunderbolts, eh? These are flat 3 damage each, so that kills off a Thunderwolf and damage does not carry over. So there's just another removed Thunderwolf there. Okay, so 1 removed Thunderwolf, 1 remaining. Now, it would go on to the other charger, the Bloat Drone, but with the ability I have here, Lloyd can't hit me back with the Thunderwolves anyway until everything else is fought. So I may as well just do this now, and then we will go on to the other charger there, because Lloyd has no CP to interrupt anyway. So this is 4 attacks, and then this is looking for 5s. That is 1, no AP. Can you give me a 2-up? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a 1 there, guys. So that plinks off 1 wound, taking him down to 3. Now we're going to go on to the Photic Bloat Drone. Okay, on to the Photic Bloat Drone. He has 4 attacks with his new improved profile. These are hitting on 3s. They all hit. These are Strength 6, and now with the Contagions of Nurgle, it is Toughness 6 on the Dreadnought. So we are looking for 4s. This is a Plague Weapon, so it's re-rolling the 1. Okay, so there is 2 there. At AP -2, can you give me 2 5-ups, please?
I don't think I can. Nope.
Okay, that's failed. So that's 1 damage each. It knocks another 2 off the Redemptor, taking him down to 10 wounds remaining. Now Lloyd gets to hit me back. He's got the Thunderwolf to go, and he has got the Redemptor. Where do you want to start?
I'll go with the Redemptor.
Okay, so we're starting with the Redemptor. He was charged just in, so he'll get the extra attack. These are looking for 3s. Sorry, looking for 2s because he's a Space Wolf. Okay, so drop 1. Strength 14 versus Toughness 7. So looking for 2s, re-rolling any 1s thanks to Wisdom of the Ancients. All of them hit. So AP -3, I'm looking for my 5-up and vulnerables. I make 1, fail 3. What's the damage on these?
D3 plus 3.
I think that might be it, but let's roll them out. So even with Disgustingly Resilient, guys, that is 11 wounds. Do I explode? I think I do in a 4+. So he does explode on a 4, putting a mortal wound on the Dreadnought, taking him down to 9, and also putting a mortal wound on the Intercessors. It doesn't affect Nurgle units, so the Plague Marines are fine. All we've got left to hit back with are the Thunderwolves. So let's grab some dice and we'll be right back. Okay, we are on to the remaining Thunderwolf. He has 5 attacks in total. We are looking for 3s. Where are these going, by the way? Straight into the Demon Prince. Okay, we're looking for 3s. Okay, that's all of them there. And then these are Strength 8, but it doesn't matter because of the Hulking Physique Waller trait. You're only wounding me on a 4, 5, or 6. So 3 there. AP on this is -2. So I'm looking for 3 5-ups with the Demon Prince. I make 1, fail 2. It's flat 2 damage each. Flat 3 damage each, but with Disgustingly Resilient, it's flat 2. So I take 4 wounds. Nasty stuff. Now we've got the 3 attacks from the Teeth and Claws of the Thunderbolts. Looking for 2s for these. They all hit. And then again, you're looking for... these are strength 5, so you are looking for 5s and 6s to wound. It's 1. So AP -1, looking for just a 4 up, which I make. And that ends the fight phase. So we are going to do some scoring. At the end of my turn, I need to either roll a d6, and 4, 5, or 6, this will be contaminated, spread the sickness on it, or I could take d3 mortal wounds. I'm going to take the d3 mortal wounds. So d3 mortal wounds to spread the sickness 3. Can I ignore them on a 6? I cannot, so that is 3 dead poxwalkers. And then for any other scoring, I don't get engaged in all fronts, unfortunately. And that ends the turn of the Death Guard. So we will be right back with turn 2 for the Space Wolves. Okay, so on to turn 2 command phase for the Space Wolves. They go into the tactical doctrine now. And then for scoring, they currently hold 1 objective there. So it scores on 5 points. Then the Chapter Master, he is putting the rerolls in himself, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says you can put it on a character or a core. So he's going to get to reroll all his hits. Along with his claws, he'll get to reroll all his wounds. So this is going to be pretty nasty. That ends it for the command phase. So we will be right back with the Space Wolves movement phase, turn 2. So after the movement phase of the Space Wolves, just point out, guys, as well, the ruins there that the Rhino has advanced into has access in and out of the back, but he will have to go back out the same way as he can't breach walls. So the Rhino advanced up into the building, but before that, a squad of 5 Bloodclaws got out. Then the Rune Priest advanced just up the center of the board there. The Wolf Lord advanced, getting up onto the crater. The Intercessors moved as normal. And the Redemptor Dread moved up to get a charge up against the wall there of the Plague Marines before he shoots them to pieces. Anyway, I feel like this could be the end for the Plague Marines. So, we're going to go straight into the Psychic phase. So what do you want to start with?
Roll Might of Heroes again.
Okay, who are you planning on putting that on?
That loans... Oh, I don't know. The Wolf Lord.
On the Wolf Lord, okay.
Beef him up with it. 6.
Okay, I'm probably not going to attempt to deny that. Okay, so that goes off onto the Wolf Lord. +1 attack as if he needed it, +1 strength, and +1 toughness. Okay, and then your second spell?
Do I want to smite?
If it was a smite, it would be onto the Poxwalkers. They are the closest unit to you.
Yeah, I'll smite the
Poxwalkers. Smite onto the Poxwalkers. So it goes off on a 5, d3 mortal wounds.
Go off on a 6.
Goes off on a 5, smite always does. d3 mortal wounds. 2. Okay, do I ignore it on 6s? I don't. So that is 2 more dead Poxwalkers. Okay, that ends the Psychic phase. So we will be right back with the Space Wolves shooting phase, turn 2. Okay, so on to the shooting phase of the Space Wolves, turn 2. So we're starting with the Redemptor Dreadnought, who is putting everything into the Plague Marines remaining there. So we're starting with the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. These are looking for 3s. Okay. And then these are Strength 6 versus Toughness 5. So we are looking for 3s again. Okay. So these are just AP -1 now, as we are in the Tactical Doctrine. So I'm looking 4 ups.
So would you get a +1 if you save?
I believe I will get light cover in there. Yeah, I need to just double check that on the ruins if they give light cover. So there's 3 at AP -1 on the Plague Marines. They will be getting the benefit of light cover in there. So it's just going to be 3 ups. I'm going to CP one of these, try and keep one alive. Okay, great. I've never once CP re-rolled it higher, I don't think, in every game we have ever put in this channel. So it takes me down to 1 CP, and that kills a Plague Marine. Okay, now we've got the Onslaught Gatling Cannon. So this is 8 shots. Okay, and these are Strength 5 now. This is Toughness 5. So we are looking for 4s.
Oh, 2 hits.
Okay, 2 wounds. So again, I am looking for 3 ups. I make 1 fail one. That takes another Plague Marine down to 1 wound. Now we've got the Storm Bolters, 8 shots. These are Strength 4. This is Toughness 5. So looking for 5s now with the Storm Bolter.
2 wounds.
Okay, there's no... there's an extra AP on this one because it is a ratified weapon. My brain just died there. So it's AP -1, but it gets negated due to the cover. So I'm just looking for 3 ups again. So I make 1 fail one. Kills off the Plague Marine that had a wound. There is 1 Plague Champion remaining. Got the Icarus Rocket Pod. D3 attacks. 3. Looking for 3s. Okay, all of them. Strength 7. So looking for 3s again. Oh my lord. AP -1 on this. So I need 3 3-ups again. I fail 1. I can live with that. So the Plague Champion remains on 1 wound. But there's still more to go. So let's mark the wounds up. And then we're going to pick some more targets for the rest of the Vilka Fenrica. So it is 10 shots from the intercessors as they are within half range. These are looking for 3s. Okay. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 5. So we are looking for 5s. 2. Okay, they are going to get an extra AP, so they're AP -2 because of the tactical doctrine. You can lose one of those because I'm in cover, so I'm just looking for 2 4-ups. Which I fail. That is a dead Plague Champion, which is really important there. That stops me scoring on my turn. Nasty stuff. Okay, so nothing else in range for the Space Wolves, so we're going straight onto the charge phase. So where are we declaring?
The wall of flood into your demon prince.
Okay, so let's roll this out. I can't fire any Overwatch. Let's check with the negative. That should just about make it. That only gives you a 4-inch charge. Let's do a bit of measuring. So unfortunately for me, that does make it in. So that is all your charges. Nothing else in range. We will be right back with the Space Wolves fight phase, turn 2. Okay, straight on to the fight phase. So the Far Blightspawn with his putrefying stink will be stopping the Thunderwolf from fighting until everything else on my side has. Unfortunately, the Wolf Lord's out of range. With all the attacks from the Wolf Lord, we're going to add D3. So it's another 2. So how many have you got in total there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay, so it's 10 attacks with all the buffs, the spells and everything onto the Wolf Lord himself. This could be a nasty turn. So where's it all going? Into the Demon Prince?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is looking for 2s.
I got butterflies. Re-rolling.
Re-rolling any misses. Okay, so after re-rolling the misses, everything hits. So these are strength 5 with the psychic power. They're strength 6. This is toughness 6 of my Demon Prince. But with my Warlord trait, you are only wounding me on a 4, 5, or 6. Anyway, so 4, 5s and 6s, re-rolling all the misses thanks to the claws.
Thankfully. 6 hits, wounds.
Okay, so after the re-rolls, that is 6 wounds on the Demon Prince. What's the AP on these? -2, I think? Okay, so 6 5-up saves needed on the Demon Prince. I make 2. I fail 4. These are 2 damage each of the Frost Claws, but thanks to Disgusting and Resilient, it takes them down to 1, which means that the Demon Prince has 1 wound remaining. Now we've got the 3 attacks from the Thunderwolf, seeing if they can finish off. So we are looking for 2s again. Re-rolling everything that you failed with. Oh, okay, that was a good roll. Strength 5 versus toughness 6. You're looking for 5s. Nothing. Okay, that's not bad. The Demon Prince remains on... Oh, you think you're re-rolling that one? Then you're on a CP?
Nope.
Doesn't wound. Okay, it takes that 0 CP. So Demon Prince remains on 1 wound. The Thunderwolf can't hit back until everything else in my army is fought. So now it's time for the Demon Prince to try and possibly take out the Thunderwolves. So we are going to start off with the Foul Blightspawn. We may as well see if we can soften up the targets, and it will help my decisions on the Demon Prince. So they're all going to go into the Thunderwolf, hitting on 3s. No 1s there, unfortunately. And then these are wounding on 5s. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So the Demon Prince, I'm going to put everything into the Wolf Lord because I need him dead. So we'll start with the Malefic Talon. That's a 1, but he gets to reroll everything thanks to his relic. And that's a 6. So this is strength 7 with the contagions of Nurgle and the psychic powers up and down, all modifiers taken into consideration. The Wolf Lord is back on toughness 5. So I'm looking for 3s. I get it. So AP -1, looking for a 4-up, which fails. So the Wolf Lord save is failed. That is flat 2 damage. So 6 attacks from the sword, looking for 2s. Rerolling any misses. All hit. These are strength 8. So I'm looking for 3s. Rerolling any misses, which is a lot. So with the reroll, absolutely every single thing wounds. So you are looking for your 4 up and vulnerable, and you need to give me 6 of them. You may. Oh my lord. Okay, so how many fell? 3. These are flat 3 damage each. That is 1 dead Thunderwolf. Does he explode? No, that'd be funny. That's a dead Wolf Lord, sir. I don't know why you're trying to roll for the... I saw you trying to steal the Thunderwolf out there.
Thunderwolf, sorry.
Yeah, he is a Thunderwolf. Okay. So, the Demon Prince managing to finish off the Wolf Lord. Now, all that is left is the Thunderwolf trying to get some revenge, because I feel like this could be the end of the Demon Prince. He is not on 5 wounds, he's only on 1. I will change that. So, on to the remaining Thunder Wolf with a Demon Prince with 1 wound remaining. He has 4 attacks here, hitting on 3s.
Just to say they're going into the Demon Prince.
Well, yeah, I guess they're all going at the Demon Prince. Okay, and then these are Strength 8 versus Toughness 6, but you can only wound me on a 4, 5, or 6. Anyway.
That's 1.
That's 1. Oh god, yeah. So I need a I need a 5 up here, which I fail. I'm going to spend a CP, and I fail it. Takes me down to 0 CP. That is a dead Demon Prince. Unfortunately, I can't blow up now, so he is removed from battle, and Lloyd will score 10 victory points at the end of the game for that.
Yes.
I believe that is the end of the fight phase. So we will do some scoring for the Space Wolves. And then we will be right back with the Death Guard command phase, turn 2. So, with the end of round scoring, Lloyd will score 3 points for engaging all fronts. And that will be it. We're going to go straight on to the Death Guard, turn 2 command phase. So, on to the Death Guard, turn 2 command phase. I regain a command point, which I'll immediately spend on the Dead Walk again. I roll 7 d6s, and for every 3 up, I regain a Pox Walker, up to the maximum that the unit started with. So 7 dice for the Dead Walk again, looking for 3 ups. I regain 1, 2, 3 Dead Pox Walkers. That will be the end of the command phase, so let's do some scoring. I hold 1 objective marker, and thanks to Lloyd taking me off that one over there, that only nets me 5 points, instead of possibly netting me 10. So, we will be right back after the Death Guard movement phase, turn 2. Okay, so at the end of the movement phase, the Foul Blightspawn fell back into this building. Currently, cavalry can't breach, and this was 1 solid unit, unless he swings up round the back. So I should be okay there, but he can lob a grenade at me, so as long as I can survive that, we should be okay. Then the Poxwalkers threw an advance and moved up the board into the face of the Intercessors, trying to block them from getting to this objective. And then the Blightlord Terminators came in at the back of the board, looking at a 9-inch charge into the back of the Blood Claws. There is no Psychic phase anymore for me, as the Demon Prince is dead. So we will be right back with the Death Guard shooting phase, turn 2. Okay, on to the shooting phase. We're going to start with the Blightlord Terminators. They're going to be firing everything into the Blood Claws. I'm going to be using both profiles for the guns. So these 6 shots are for the Combi Melter, Flamer, and Plasma. This is the bulk guns. He's hitting on 4s now. Okay, that was a pretty good roll. And then these are Strength 4. This is Toughness 4. So I am looking for 4s. Just the 1. That's AP 0 there, sir. Can you give me a 3 out?
Yep.
Okay. And then we're going to fire the 4 shots from the normal Combi Bolter. Looking for 3s. Okay. And then looking for 4s. That's 2. Can you give me 2 more saves?
No.
Fell 2. That is a dead Blood Claw. Now we're going to fire the Flamer. D6 tags. 6. These are auto hitting. Strength 4. Looking for 4s. Okay, so only 2 there. Can you give me 2 more 3 ups, please? Okay, so make those. Okay, so 1 shot from the Melter. Looking for a 4. Hits. Strength is 8, so I am looking for 2 wounds. AP is -4, so you don't get a save. D6 is 1. I don't have any... I don't have any CP. 2 shots on the Plasma, not overcharging. Looking for 4s. Lucky I didn't overcharge there. And then this is Strength 7, Toughness 4, looking for 3s. Wounds. The AP on this is -3, so you can give me a 6 up. You do not. Okay, so after the Blightlord Terminators, there are 3 Blood Claws remaining. We haven't really got anything else to fire. Unfortunately, he fell back, so he is not eligible to fire his gun. So, we are going to get some dice. I'm going to declare a charge. Do you have any CP? You have 1.
I'm going to be declaring a charge with the Blightlord Terminators into the Blood Claws. I assume you're not firing Overwatch anyway.
No, I go CP.
Okay. I failed it. Do I have any CP? I do not. Oh lord. Well, that was fun. So that ends the charge phase. So after the failed charge from the Blightlord Terminators, the Space Wolves, doing what they do best, will be heroically intervening into the Poxwalkers. I couldn't really stop it, so I thought I may as well just try and block them there. Okay, so on to the fight phase, starting with the Intercessors. These are looking for 2s into the Poxwalkers. Okay, and then these are Strength 4 versus Toughness 4, so you are looking for 4s. It's a lot there.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so I'm just looking for the Feel No Pains on the Poxwalkers, looking for 6s. I make 1, that is 4 dead Poxwalkers. Now we have 4 attacks coming in from the pack leader, looking for 3s. All of them. These are Strength 8, looking for 2s. 3, I need 3 6s. I make 1, there's another 2 dead. There's 6 dead Poxwalkers in total, leaving me with 1 guy remaining. That ends fight phase. So we will do some scoring, and then we'll be right back with the Space Wolves command phase, turn 3. So at the end of the round, the scoring for the Death Guard is I only get 2 points. I'm in 3 table quarters, and that ends the scoring there. So we'll be right back with the Space Wolves command phase, turn 3. So in the Space Wolves command phase turn 3, they're now in the Assault Doctrine. They gain a command point. And he holds 1 objective. They hold 2 objective. They hold 3. So they hold 5 points for holding 1, 5 points for holding 2 or more, and 5 points for holding more than the opponent. So Lloyd with the Space Wolves score 15 points. Don't think there's anything happening in the command phase, is there?
No.
Okay. They are in the Assault Doctrine, so I feel like this could be the end for the Death Guard. Okay, so at the end of movement, the Rune Priest is shimmied up to make this Far Blightspawn the closest unit to try and get off a smite. The Thunderwolf stayed still. The Redemptor stayed still. The Intercessors moved up a little bit to finish off the remaining Poxwalker. The Rhino stayed tucked up in the ruins there. The Bloodclaws moved up, and the other squad moved up there. So we're going to go straight into the Psychic phase. What are you starting with?
Smite.
Okay, so we're looking for a smite. It has to be this guy, yeah. So it goes off on a super smite. D6. 2. Okay, so you can spend your 1 CP to try and finish him. He has 4 wounds.
I see a 4.
Back to a 1. Okay, so he takes 1 wound, taking him down to 3. What's your next power going to be? I mean, there's not really. You may as well Might of Heroes, the Intercessors, or something.
I might. Yeah.
Okay, you can might.
I might Heroes the Intercessors.
I mean, you don't have to cast anything because you might Perils. You can't just. Okay. Okay, so it goes off. So they have extra, like they needed it. They get an extra toughness, extra attack, and extra strength. Obviously, the toughness is negated by the Contagions of Nurgle. I feel like it might be a bit of overkill. That ends it for the Psychic phase. So we're going to go straight into the Space Wolves shooting phase, turn 3. And this could probably be the last round of the game. Okay, so we're on to the shooting phase for the Space Wolves. I think it's inevitable what's about to happen, but for the fun, we're going to kill off the Poxwalker and we're going to try and kill this guy. So when the Plasma Pistol on the Rune Priest is going to overcharge. Hits. It doesn't wound. Okay, and then the 10 shots from the Intercessors going into the lone Poxwalker. Can he tank this? No, he can't, but Lloyd hasn't won a game on the channel yet, so we're going to give him this satisfaction. Looking for 3s.
It's only one missed.
I mean, it could happen. Okay, and then Strength 4 versus Toughness 4, so looking for 4s. Okay, so 3 there. I need... Can you use your dice? Because I've already taken off my dice bag, I think. I'm looking for 6 ups. Oh, wow, I make 1. He's dead. And with that, guys, unfortunately, I'm going to take it from Lloyd and deny him the any more fun because I cannot possibly score enough points. So, at the end of the shooting phase, turn 3 of the Space Wolves, Lloyd has won his first game on the channel. It is a victory for the Vilka Fenrika, and we will be right back with our end of game chat.
Okay, so we're back with our end of game chat. You know how it goes by now, guys. We tell you our most useful unit, our least useful, not necessarily the worst and the best, just ones that scored us points and made their money back, and ones that didn't. You, as the winner, sir, get to start. What is your favourite?
My favourite would have to be the Thunderwolves.
And your most useful, of course. Yeah,
definitely. But I found it was a tricky choice between them and Redemptor for damage output, because he wiped the squad on his own.
The thing,
So did they.
if I what we also do another part to this. So hang on, let's get this bit done first, and then we do a part where I will say to Lloyd what he could have done different, which have made it worse for me, and he tells me what I could have done different that have made it worse for him. So your favourite is the most useful was the Thunderwolf.
Yeah.
Your least?
The Blood Claws, because I just locked up the back of the Rhino.
Yeah, it wasn't so much a thing, but I know they're good models from it, you know, it being my army and saying I love the Blood Claws. But they just, you could have won the game without them.
Yeah.
That's not saying anything bad on them because they're very cheap. It's just that.
That good.
Yeah, you were that good. On to me. My most useful, I'd probably say, was my Demon Prince. He, it's a shame he fell down invulnerable at the end. It was me getting greedy and giving him a relic that let him reroll the hits and wounds. But that reroll the hits and wounds, I think it was the second lot of attacks. I only wounded you once, I think, and I re-rolled into every single wound. So I think I rolled 6 dice, I wounded you with 1, failed 5, got the re-roll and hit you with all 6. And that's what murdered, well, we killed the Wolf Lord literally to the exact amount of wounds he has, right? I think we did 7 damage and he has 7 wounds. So for me, he was good. It was a shame he didn't stay in there at the end. I think a 5-up vulnerable is a bit weak considering all Space Marines were 4-up, the captains, and that as a standard.
Sure, previous day, yeah, he was a 4-up.
I think he might have been.
If you gave him power armor.
I feel like he always had a better say. I might be wrong, but I feel like maybe a Demon Prince should have a better say. But anyway, really good. Least useful with the Blight Lords, my own fault. I kept them off the board. I thought we were playing a bigger game in my head. We went. When you play a game, guys, with 1,000 points, you can't afford to keep a quarter of your army off the board, and that's what I did. But I started them on the board. They have a 4-up save, better than the Demon Prince. I feel like they could have done some work. That was my fault there. But again, nothing bad they did. It was just I didn't get to do anything with them, and that's probably my fault. Okay, so I will ask Lloyd now, what could I have done different that would have made that game harder for you?
What would the different list? Like Thunderbolts?
Anything I could have done with...
obviously you mentioned your Terminators, you get off the board. I'm not sure.
I think that was the main...
I think if you kept them on the board, like you said, with the Poxwalkers using them as a meat shield, I would panic and just wanted to get rid of them.
So there's stratagem, guys, Cloud of Flies, which I think used to be a spell, but now it's a stratagem, and it means that Lloyd could have only shot the nearest model. So if I had screened with the Poxwalkers, you could have only shot the Poxwalkers. They cost 5 points each. I don't care if you're killing a Poxwalker.
And then pop in that
stratagem to bring them back. Yeah, I agree. For you can different. I think the intercessor. I don't know. I think maybe moving the Rhino further up the board earlier on would have been better. You won the game easily, but I mean, if you'd have got the Blood Claws out into my face turn 2, it would have been even worse for me. Which probably would have kept your Wolf Lord alive because you would have had more. But
I thought about that, but then I wanted to keep them back for when the Terminators come in.
Yeah. Dropping one unit out and moving on was good. Like I said, you easily won the game because the Space Wolves do what the Space Wolves do, and that is get into combat and smash things up. You've already done that before you can get. Is the Thunderbolts? I mean,
a very lucky first turn charge.
Yeah, you blew all the stratagem points, but that's exactly what you needed. So guys at home, sometimes you'll see in a lot of games people spend all their points in the first 2 rounds. That shows it's worth it.
Like we said, when I first started playing with myself, I hadn't played since 4th edition. I didn't spend a single CP and I lost it every time.
Yeah, and I was just trying to explain to him how I was the same. I started in 8th, and not so much, but when I used to play games with my friends, we wouldn't use any command points because it was too confusing to us, and the games played completely different. Basically, I had 2 armies, Death Guard and Space Wolves, and they always basically played out the same because I knew that if the Plague Marines survived, we won. If the Thunderwolves survived, so there was no stratagem. So I do think 9th edition is the best edition so far. It was a really good game. I'm sorry I couldn't do better for the Death Guard, but there are future games coming out. I'm gonna bring a larger army and even some smaller patrol games. I think they'll do very well in smaller games.
Can I just bring 9 Thunderbolts?
You can. I do have 9 Thunderbolts. Yeah, I might even have 10. So yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget about the giveaway. Box of Cultists. Comment below. what was it? Your favorite Chaos leader or Primarch?
Character.
Yeah, favorite Chaos character.
Main character.
The Lionel Johnson is mine.
Yeah, that's good. Russ, we still in war.
He's not a heretic. Anyway, we will see you next week for next week's game, and I will reach out to the winner of last week's competition. So keep an eye on your inbox. Cheers, guys. Bye.
See you later.
That was better than last week.
I'm getting good at this.
I wouldn't have said that.